Hey guys, welcome to Bow Hunting Soul. Today I want to talk about a bow that I'm reviewing today, and that is the Slick Stick Recurve. Now, the Slick Stick is it's a German company, but they have an American importer by Bear Paw Products, and a couple other people actually import them too. And this is a very sweet little bow. I've been wanting to shoot one of these and try one of these for a long time. Now, typically when someone mentions Slick Stick, it is the longbow version. They have a reflex deflex longbow. The limbs almost look exactly like this, except it's a longbow limb. This one came up on a trade, and I wanted to actually try it. I wanted to see what this thing was all about. The Recurve version isn't as popular. Like I said, most time when you see Slick Stick being mentioned, it is the longbow version. This is a 58-inch AMO. This is well, you can't see it with the sunlight there probably. It's a 50-pound bow, and I'm actually pulling it right at 47 pounds at 27 inches. So this thing is kind of like the old school 50 style recurves. It's got bamboo cores, bamboo limbs. I'm not sure what riser material they use, but this thing is feather light. The finish on it's pretty good. It's actually got a little bit of a kind of a, I don't want to say rough texture, but not like a smooth polished texture. You can almost hear it. Okay, but it doesn't seem to bother. It kind of goes with it. It's a very simplistic bow. Of course, I put string puffs on it, clicker and all that stuff. But the handle, it's got a very nice locator handle, and it's actually almost small. Now it's a little bit slick here. This is the only part of the whole bow that doesn't have a lot of texture to it. This is really slick and polished, and it feels like it's going to twist out of your hand. And sometimes when it's wet out or if you're sweaty, it kind of does move around a little bit. But the locator grip is so nice, it's so good, that it actually just kind of locks it in place. Now, most of my bows, I end up putting an elevated bare weather rest on there. But if you look at this, the way this is cut, there's really not a lot of room to put a rest on here without kicking the arrow like way far out, just because the sight window is so narrow on this thing that if you were to put an elevated rest while it's going up the riser, it's actually going away from the riser too. So that's not working. This is a leather rest. It flies pretty good. So I'm going to take a couple shots here. I've got some arrows that I have for my Kodiak, my 59 Kodiak. They're not 100% tuned, but I just wanted to give you guys a shooting impression of this thing. And I'm really impressed. It's really feather. I mean, this is super light. Of course, I don't have a quiver on it right now or anything like that, but it shoots really nice. I'm going to set this up. I'm going to take some shots at that target over there just so you guys can, see the flight, see how it's going, see what it sounds like, and then yeah, I'll do like a little final wrap up. All right, guys. So I'm shooting a 500 spine gold tip traditional, 100 grain brass, 175 grain tip. This comes in approximately 550 grains, I believe. So I'm just going to take a few shots. You can listen to the bow or the airplane up above. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty quiet. It's not exactly tuned for these arrows. Like I said, I'm just doing kind of like a quick review on this thing. This is not a bow that I'm going to be keeping, but it's definitely, if you were to shoot it, it's a keeper. For me right now, they're aiming a little bit to the left. I was kind of aiming here, but I was shooting kind of quick. So I'll take another few shots from a different angle, and then you guys can see a little bit better of the arrow flight. All right, I'm going to back up to about 15 yards. That's pretty damn good. Again, this thing's not perfect arrow flight, but it certainly seems to be flying well enough. I haven't shot it with broadheads or anything like that. But again, Bodnik slick stick. Feather light. Shoots amazing. One of the things I didn't mention is how low your hand sits in this grip. Okay, sometimes I'll even get some feather rub right over here. It's almost like a longbow grip with a locator. So the reason why it actually points so well and hits where I want it to hit is the center line of the arrow is so close to the top of my hand there. I mean, I'm basically just pointing straight down, and that's where it's going. So anyway, if you guys want to check this out, I'll leave some links below. And yeah, I would like to try the longbow one time, but when this thing came up, they don't really sell a ton of the recurve ones for some reason. But again, really the only difference I think is the limb tips are curved a little bit more than the longbow version. But there you go, Bodnik slick stick, come in different colors. Go check one out. Thanks for watching.